Tonight on Season Pass.
The high school baseball playoffs continue as Concho Valley teams are pushed to the brink. El Dorado battled Holly. Wall took on Holiday. All the final scores coming your way. The Rams and Rambells were also in tournament action, and a new semi-professional sports team is coming to San Angelo. All this and more tonight. The Season Pass finale starts right now.
Season Pass is sponsored by Kent Elliott Roofing.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to, yes, the finale of Season Pass. I'm your host, Ryan Reynolds. We have a ton in store for tonight's show. We have high school baseball playoff highlights from 5 games across the area. 3 series go in the distance. It was definitely a drama-filled week on the diamond. We're also going to talk Angelo State sports. The Rams and Rambells were in Lone Star Conference tournament action. Like I said, a lot going on this past week. Let's start on the high school level, though. 5 Concho Valley teams were in area-round action. One of those series actually right here in San Angelo. 2A Region 1, El Dorado taking on Holly in a best-of-3 at Donsky Field. Bearcats got off to a hot start. Weston Balch laid down a bunt. The ball is overthrown, and that brings in the first run of the game. Holly on the board, 1-0. Later in the inning, Coulter Wilford drives one to center. Jake McKinney tags up from third. He's in to score. Bearcats up 2-0. They weren't done there. Later in the inning, Tanner Gillimore, he's going to step up to the plate, and he is going to knock one to second. That brings in another run. Holly scored 4 runs to open the ball game. Top of the second, Caden Gonzalez finds a gap in shallow center. 2 Eagles score. El Dorado closing the deficit, but it wouldn't be enough to take game 1. Holly opens the series with a 7-5 win. And this would end up being a great series between these two teams. Game 2, El Dorado fighting for its season. Top of the 6th. How about this play? El Dorado up 6-5. David Barajas goes home and gets the out. Preserves the Eagles' 1-run lead. The Bearcats would get it when they need it most. Top of the 7th, Holly down to its final out. The wild pitch brings in the tying run. We're all even at 6, and we are heading to extra innings. Bottom of the 8th, 2 on for Mike Adame. Check this out. Into center. Ball game. Mario Arispe scores the winning run. El Dorado takes game 2, 7-6 in walk-off fashion. Which brings us to game 3. Winner moves on to the regional quarterfinals. Corbin Covarrubias working early for the Eagles. Bottom first gets Weston Balch swinging on the off-speed pitch. Covarrubias got himself into a bit of a bind in the bottom of the 2nd. Runners on 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs, but he gets Lance Culp swinging to end the inning. Game scoreless through 2. Top of the 3rd, El Dorado making contact here, but getting underneath it. Mike Adame flies out to deep right. Next batter, Damian Romo. Another high pop fly nabbed by the 2nd baseman. This one was uneventful early on, but Holly coming out on top. 8-5 the final of game 3. El Dorado's season ends in the area round. The last time the Wall Hawks competed in the playoffs, they finished as 3A state champs. And with last season's cancellation due to COVID, that's still the case for the green and white. Wall defending that 3A state title this season. They were in area-round action against a sneaky 6th-ranked Holly team that wanted nothing more than to dethrone the champs. Hardin-Simmons University, the site for this 3-game series. This was also a great one in 3A Region 1. Bottom of the 3rd, Grayson Wiggins hits a grounder. Hadley Harrigel, who catches Sure in a pickle. Not the type of base running you want to see from the champs. Same inning, Kanan Brooks to deep right. That brings in Kai Herbert from 2nd. Just like that, Wall jumps out to an early lead. They were also taking care of business on the mound. Austin Williams gets the strikeout. He had a no-hitter through 5 innings. He ended up giving up 2 hits as Wall takes game 1, 2-1. This series went the distance. Holiday forced to game 3, but it's the Hawks who are area champions. Wall taking care of business in the finale, 8-3. The Hawks will face Brock in the regional quarterfinals. For those who don't remember, the Hawks actually beat Brock in 2019 on their way to that state championship. Staying in 3A Region 1, Ballinger taken on early at ACU. Game 1 top first. Runners on first and second. Nakia Valerial singles to left. 1 run scores, 1-0. Ballinger, next batter, 2 on for Aiden Bulshiner. Pops up to left center. That's going to drop in for another run. 2-0 Ballinger. The Bearcats getting off to a fast start to open this area round series, but early response. Bases loaded in the bottom of the second. Jeremy Brown singles to left. 1 run scores early, cutting into that deficit, 3-2. Ballinger still in front. A few batters later, Bradley Bowman singles up the middle early, takes a 4-3 lead. Longhorns responded in a huge way. They put together a 7-run second inning to storm away with game 1, 14-3. The Bearcats didn't go down without a fight, though. Here's the final from Game 2. The Bearcats put together a 6-run bottom of the 7th to almost complete a comeback, but their season is, in fact, over. Ballinger finishes with a 12-17-1 overall record. Over in 2A, Ozona's season also coming to an end in the area round for the 2nd straight season. 6th-ranked Albany sweeping the Lions out in Hermleigh. And then in 2A Region 4, this series plagued with bad weather, but Mason overcomes a Game 1 loss to advance to the 3rd round. The Punchers winning Game 2 15-6 and then sealing the deal with a 14-10 win in Game 3. Mason will face the district's 32A runner-up Falls City in the regional quarterfinals. Wall and Mason are the only Concho Valley teams left standing in the baseball playoffs coming up on Season Pass. The state golf tournaments were last week and a handful of local teams showed out. Find out what they accomplished after the break.
Has stormy weather damaged your roof? Call Kent Elliott Roofing. Since 1966, folks in San Angelo and all across West Central Texas have relied on Kent Elliott Roofing to make sure their roof is installed correctly and maintained properly. We work on your behalf with your insurance company to help settle your claim and assist you in receiving fair and just compensation. At Kent Elliott Roofing, we live, work, and serve right here. You're not just clients to us, you're our neighbors. You need a roof you can trust, so call the roofer you can trust. Kent Elliott Roofing.
They're here.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yeah, and there's 3 rows.
So you.
Your Buick has Apple CarPlay. Where do I plug in?
It's wireless.
That's so you. What do I do with these? Careful, it's kind of busy.
Oh, I got this with my superpowers.
And a little help from your Buick.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you. Get this low-mileage lease on this 2021 Buick Encore GX for around $189 per month. Or get $2,700 purchase allowance.
Your senior year. Graduation day is almost here, and it's time to celebrate your hard work and accomplishments. It's a memorable time for you, your friends, and your family. Unfortunately, it's a time when lives are forever changed due to drinking and driving. Bug Express encourages you to celebrate sober. Please don't put your life and the lives of others in danger by drinking and driving. We want you to continue to celebrate memories. We want you to celebrate sober.
Your business is important. That's why we're proud to recognize KLST's small business leaders. San Angelo Federal Credit Union, organized in 1939. We're small enough to know your name, but we're big on you. At Schaefer Funeral Home, they know you're not looking for a discount funeral home, but an affordable one. Visit one of our 4 locations today. Floyd C. Pettit Insurance. Your insurance needs personalized with care. Come see us at our 3 locations.
Welcome back, everyone. If last week's performances at the girls' state golf tournaments proved anything, it's that the Concho Valley has some very solid girls golfers. So much so that they solidified themselves as the best on the state's largest stage. In 3A, the Wall Ladyhawks held a 29-stroke lead after day 1, and then they nearly tripled it during the final round, taking the program's first state title since 2009 by, get this, a whopping 72 strokes. And then in 1A, Robert Lee repeated as state champions, beating out Eula by just 1 lone stroke. Very best, they weren't too far behind, finishing in 3rd place, just 10 strokes back of the lead. That was only team performances, though. Individually, Ryan Honey accomplished a feat that had happened only once in the history of Central High School. The junior golf phenom won the individual 6A state title, etching her name in the Lady Cats history books. Honey entered the final round tied for 1st place, but as the day went on, she remained atop the leaderboard until the 15th hole when she double bogeyed. But Honey didn't quit. She would go on to birdie on 16 and end her round with another birdie on 18, giving her a score of 1 under for the tournament. And that was good enough to take home the first place prize.
There's a lot of nerves and other thoughts going through my head, but I was just trying to go out there and have fun, and like just the thought of making it to state is an accomplishment itself, and so no matter what I placed at state, I was just glad to be there and be able to compete. So I think just having that mindset and then trying to push those nerves away and just going out and having really no expectations for myself. I knew with the weather coming that around even par would win the tournament, and it did. So only being the second girl to play at state for Central, that's just wild to me, just such a cool opportunity. But I think just to win and bring it home, it's been so cool, like going to school and all the people just congratulating me and just seeing people around town and they're like, oh, you're that golf girl. And so I think that's just been really cool, but it means a lot. It's still kind of surreal and setting in, but yeah.
One of Lakeview's very own is coming home. San Angelo ISD announced last week that Stephen Pinchback would be taking over the Maidens basketball program and assistant athletic coordinator duties. Pinchback most recently served as the head boys basketball coach for San Marcos in 2019. Prior to that, he was the head coach for Lehman, where he won the most single games in a season in program history. And then in 2016, he was a part of a DeSoto staff that won the 6A state championship. Now, he wants to come back home and put Lakeview on the map.
It's about, bringing a championship mindset to the community of Lakeview. And that's why when I say it, I say it, Northside look alive, because it's our time now. It's our time, and we're going to do it together, because it's a family. It's about family. So how can you not be pumped about coming home? That's where your real family is. So everything that I've been doing and preparing for, it's coming full circle. And my thing is about giving back and giving back to Lakeview that's going to last way past when I leave. And I'm fixing to love these kids, and we're going to grow, and we're going to be great in West Texas. We're going to dominate. That's the plan. So that's what's about to happen. So be ready, because we're going to take off soon.
Love the enthusiasm from Coach Pinchback. 3 Coastal Cougars signed their national letter of intent to continue their athletic careers. Track and cross-country runner Celeste Lozano committed to Wayland Baptist to continue participating in both sports, while 2 cheerleaders, Susanna Mann and Mia Lozano, both decided to remain in the Concho Valley and join Angelo State's highly successful cheer program. Here's what the girls had to say about making their decisions.
I really love their success and their family home type of group and just their overall program.
The traditions of ASU cheer are phenomenal. They're definitely a family, and it's very exciting to be a part of that.
They have an amazing nursing program, and that's what I want to major in. So even just knowing that I can even try out for cheer there too and be in the nursing program, that was just an amazing decision for me to make.
2 Central swimmers also signed their national letters of intent to continue their passion in the pool collegiately. Caleb Bush is heading to McMurray University, while his teammate Ethan Welch signed on to join the swim team at Henderson State. Both are breaststroke and individually medley racers, both ready for the next step.
Pretty crazy. I feel like I've started finishing schoolwork, we've getting to see a next step is really good. They're always looking for breaststrokers. So athletically, I feel like I'll be able to contribute there.
Well, I went to go hang out with the swim team for like a couple days over the weekend. And it's just like such a close, knit group. It's like a family there, basically. So it pushes you way more when you're working out, and it betters you overall.
Still to come, the Angelo State Rams kicked off the LSC tournament, but things didn't go as smoothly as people thought. We have highlights from Foster Field after the break. Stay with us.
This weekend only at Ashley Home Store's Memorial Day Early Access Sale. Buy one, get one half off. Or get 0% interest for 5 years with no minimum purchase and no money down. Friday through Monday only at Ashley Home Store.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand. That's why people are taking it everywhere. Taking SUVs like Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with the most capable Silverado ever. No matter what you do, there's a Chevy that's perfect to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get a total value of $5,250 on this 2021 Silverado Crew Cab Texas Edition. See All American Chevrolet in San Angelo.
Are you crying too?
No, the roof is leaking. I think we need to call CC Roofing. We should call CC Roofing.
I can fix it.
Really? We need to call CC Roofing.
I can fix it. Yeah, I'm gonna call CC Roofing now.
Call CC Roofing, the ones you've trusted since 1981.
As African Americans, I understand that there have been some issues here as it relates to medical care historically. We all are in this pandemic, regardless of race. This is not a black thing or a white thing, that it's a human thing. I've taken the vaccine, my family members have taken the vaccine. They've done well, I've done well. And I want you to have that same comfort of it being safe as well as being effective. It's important to know your history, but you shouldn't let your history keep you from moving forward. And let's get vaccinated.
Don't miss Ashley Home Store's Memorial Day Early Access Sale. Friday through Monday only. Buy one, get one half off. Buy the sofa chaise, get the accent chair half off. Or get 0% interest for 5 years. 4 days only at Ashley Home Store.
Welcome back to Season Pass. For a third time this season, Angelo State pitcher Trent Baker is the Lone Star Conference Pitcher of the Week. Baker pitched 7 innings and only allowed 1 run in the series opener against St. Mary's. On the way, he also picked up his LSC leading 11th win in the process. Staying with the Rams, the time is finally here. After having the 2019 season ripped away, Angelo State baseball is itching to start its postseason run to Cary, North Carolina, with hopes of bringing back a national championship. The LSC tournament kicked off last week, and in order for the Rams to fulfill those dreams, they have to get through the opening series against 7th-seeded Arkansas Fort Smith. We were talking about Trent Baker. Well, he was on the mound for Game 1. In each of the first 2 innings, Fort Smith got their leadoff hitters aboard, but the Rams defense turns double plays in both to keep the Lions scoreless. And here we are now in the bottom of the second. It brings us here, and that is when the offense comes alive. Jackson Hardy, he makes great contact, flies out to deep center field. Jordan Williams, he's going to tag up from third. Rams strike first, 1-0. Next batter, Josh Elvire, he singles right back up the middle. That brings in Reese Johnson and Kobe Kelton. They score. Angelo State, they're in front 3-0. Still in the second, Nick Saginowicz crushes it to left. All the outfielder can do is watch. Rams, they are breaking it open. The fans at Foster Field love it. 6-0. The second inning must have lasted about 50 minutes. If you paid for the tickets, you certainly got the show. Here's Jordan Williams, an RBI single. Novak scores. The Rams brought home 7 runs in the inning. By the way, no run rule limit in the playoffs. Third inning, more of the same. Elvire, this is the conference home run record by just a few feet. That brings in another run, though. 8-2 Angelo State. They send a message in the postseason opener. They get the win in Game 1, 20-3. Can the Rams keep up that level of play? Game 2 at Foster Field. ASU, they can advance with a win, but they're in some trouble in the top of the 6th, down 3-0. Make that 4-0. Hunter Church back up the middle. That scores a Lion from second, and they weren't done there. Just a few batters later, Brendan Williams, a nicely hit ball to right center. That scores 2 more Lions. Fort Smith added 5 runs in the 6th to lead 8-0. You just don't see that too often at Foster Field, especially not this season. At this point, the Rams only lost 1 game all season at home. Bottom half of the inning, they finally get on the board, though. Aaron Walters into center. Josh Elvire touches home. 8-1 Fort Smith. The Lions, they in fact hand the Rams just their 2nd home loss this season. 13-4 the final. And I really don't think anyone expected this. Game 3, winner moves on to the next round. Bottom of the 1st, Aaron Walters has been a tough out all season in the Lone Star Conference. Kisses that one goodbye. A 2-run shot gives the Rams a 2-0 lead. Walters first in the LSC in batting average. He's hitting a .449, just insane. Bottom of the fifth, Jackson Hardy's turn, another two-run bomb, his third of the season. 4-0, Angelo State in front. This is the team we're all used to seeing at Foster Field. Welcome back, Angelo State. It's good to see you. But when they get those gears going, they are hard to beat. A few batters later, Nick Zaginowicz, another home run. This one a solo shot. 5-0 Rams, bottom of the seventh. Walters again to left. These aren't repeat highlights. These are consecutive home runs. 4, in fact, for the entire game, and that's enough to punch its ticket to the next round. The Rams take game 3, 10-1. And out in Canyon, how about this? 8th-seeded St. Edwards is moving on to the double elimination tournament. The Hilltoppers stunning top-seeded West Texas A&M 24-5 in game 3 today. The Buffs were ranked number 3 in the country and only lost 3 conference games all season. They're out of the tournament, which is huge for Angelo State because that means they get to host. As the highest remaining seed at number 2, the Rams will host the 4-team double elimination tournament. Angelo State, St. Edwards, St. Mary's, and Lubbock Christian will all duel for the LSC tournament title. Angelo State will take on Lubbock Christian on Thursday. Time is still to be determined. Survive and advance. After the break, the Lone Star Conference announced its seasonal softball awards, and the Ramblers made their journey through the LSC tournament. We'll be right back.
Everything we do is in search of more go. If it can withstand 0 degrees, can it go -20? If it can run through 5 inches of water per hour, can it go to 6? We go. So it goes. So you can go.
Call Bowles Heating and Cooling, your authorized Trane dealer.
During our spring sensational sale at Trent Furniture, it's tax back for cash or 3 years no interest. It's your choice. And at Trent Furniture, with all the delays, we are working hard with our vendors to have a great selection of furniture for you to have in your home the same day. At Trent Furniture, we've worked hard with our vendors to bring you the latest in fashions and to have it in stock. We have all new furniture ready to go and to be in your home on the same day, plus new patio furniture. So come to Trent Furniture and check it out. It's all here at Trent Furniture across from Sunset Mall, 4002 Wellington.
They're here.
You brought all these players in your Buick?
Yeah, it has 3 rows.
So you.
Your Buick has Apple CarPlay. Where do I plug in?
It's wireless.
That's so you. What do I do with these? Careful, it's kind of busy.
Oh, I got this with my superpowers.
And a little help from your Buick.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you. Get this low-mileage lease on this 2021 Buick Encore GX for around $189 per month. Or get $2,700 purchase allowance.
Come take a look at TLC Kids Way and our new building at 3301 TLC Way. We offer child care for infants and toddlers, a preschool program, as well as after-school care and summer camp. We offer the opportunity for children to grow physically, emotionally, and spiritually in our faith-based school program. Ask us how we can meet your family's child care needs. Come enroll today or register online at tlckidsway.com.
Welcome back to Season Pass. The Lone Star Conference softball tournament is in the books, but before we get to that, the conference released its regular season awards. And by in the books, I mean the first round is in the books. There's still a lot to look forward to. Second baseman Ashlyn Lerma and outfielder Courtney Barnhill both earned Gold Glove awards for being the top defenders at their position. Genesis Armendariz, Keely Garcia, Ashlyn Box, and Madison Fernandez, they were all named to the all-freshman team. Fernandez, Lerma, Barnhill, Box, and Garcia were named to the all-conference first team, while Michaela Corbin made all-conference second team. The Ramblers raced their way to the championship game of the LSC tournament, but eventually fell to 12th-ranked West Texas A&M. 10-0, actually. It's their first double-digit loss of the season. The Ramblers placed 3 on the all-tournament team. We're talking about awards earlier, that being Madison Fernandez, Michaela Corbin, and Ashlyn Lerma. Angelo State's season not over, though. They earned the number 3 seed in the South Central Regional Tournament and will face 6th-seeded Kingsville in the opening round on May 19th. First pitch in Commerce is set for 3 p.m. The winner of this double elimination tournament will advance to the Division II Softball Championship in Denver. We're nearing the end of tonight's show, but after the break, a new semi-professional sports team is coming to San Angelo. Something to look forward to this summer. We have more on that. Stay with us.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand. That's why people are taking it everywhere. Taking SUVs like Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with the most capable Silverado ever. No matter what you do, there's a Chevy that's perfect to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get up to 18% of MSRP cash back on select 2021 models. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
A stroke or brain attack is one of the leading causes of death, but it is the #1 cause of disability.
I remember thinking, this can't be happening to me. I'm not having a TIA. I'm not having a stroke. I'm 45. I know what I'm doing. I can't be having a stroke. Looking back on it now, as soon as I had those first symptoms, I would have called 911 immediately. Time is everything.
Major symptoms of stroke appear suddenly. It helps to remember these fast tips.
Welcome back. People in San Angelo can expect to hear a lot more soccer talk this summer. San Angelo United FC has placed its roots into the city, and they plan on sticking around. Matt Locke has more.
The whole way, you'll come. You check into the space that gets left.
There's a new semi-pro sports team in the Concho Valley.
This community, man, it needs it. We need to grow. We need to bring some of that competitiveness here back to town.
San Angelo United FC is an expansion team joining the United Premier Soccer League for the inaugural season of the women's division.
We're making history, as Paul would say.
When I started dreaming that I wanted to be a professional soccer player, I was inspired to commit to this game and build it in America. And ever since then, it's never left my blood.
Beats the first man. A left-footed shot. Paul Caligiuri has scored a goal.
Paul Caligiuri's shot heard around the world broke a 40-year World Cup drought for the United States. Now, making development the focus of his career, he's been named the director of the UPSL Women's Division.
I felt that this was just another stepping stone to build soccer in America. Having the opportunity to bring soccer to new communities, it's important we see them sustainable and that they're successful. So the main thing is we keep the travel in proximity.
San Angelo United FC will play a 10-match schedule beginning on May 22nd against 5 other West Texas clubs.
The inaugural roster is filled with talent from NCAA Division II and III institutions, even some local high school talent, both goal scorers and defenders, hopefully better than me.
We got Lubbock Christian, we got ASU, Hardin Simmons, and some local girls. So we're going to have a stacked team.
And as for the inaugural season expectations,
I want to win it. Championship. Bring it home. We have a lot of talent here. I'm ready for everybody to see what San Angelo's made of, the talent that's been hidden here. And, I'm ready to shoot for the stars, man.
And there's a lot to look forward to this year. I want to thank everyone for tuning in this season. We're taking a 2.5-month break, and we'll return in mid-August. But just because we're not on the air doesn't mean the coverage stops. Head over to ConchoValleyHomepage.com for all the latest news regarding local sports. We'll always have you covered. Thank you again, and thank you to everyone behind the scenes. Without you guys, none of this will be possible. Again, ConchoValleyHomepage.com. You can rewatch all the season passes from this past season. Until we meet again, Concho Valley, Season Pass signing off. Good night.
Closed captioning for the hearing impaired is sponsored by the Law Office of Rick DeHoyas.